Your favorite radio station presents a holiday classic.
Attaboy, Clarence.
The 23rd anniversary edition of Christmas on the Radio.
God bless us, everyone.
Now the 2022 edition of Christmas on the Radio with your host, Wyatt Cox.
So this show ran for 17 years on radio. But what's interesting is we have less than a handful of shows of Grand Central Station. And the show produced by Hyman Brown. The very interesting part is there is no Grand Central Station. There's Grand Central Terminal, and people refer to it as Grand Central Station, but it's not. It's Grand Central Terminal. Hyman Brown, claiming the New York Central Railroad, who owned the station at the time, wouldn't allow him to use the name, which seems odd to me, but I guess that's what happened. So we are going to listen to an episode of Grand Central Station. And this episode, which claims to be the sixth annual episode of their very special Christmas show, Miracle for Christmas. This goes back to Christmas Eve, 1949, and that is 73 years ago.
From New York, Pillsbury's best enriched flour brings you Grand Central Station. All aboard for modern baking. You're on the right track with Pillsbury, greatest name in flour. As a bullet seeks its target, shining rails in every part of our great country are aimed at Grand Central Station, heart of the nation's greatest city. Drawn by the magnetic force of the fantastic metropolis, day and night great trains rush toward the Hudson River, sweep down its eastern bank for 140 miles, flash briefly by the long red row of tenement houses south of 125th Street, dive with a roar into the twin one-half-mile tunnel which burrows beneath the glitter and swank of Park Avenue, and then Grand Central Station, crossroads of a million private lives, gigantic stage in which are played 1,000 dramas daily. Now, for the sixth consecutive year, Pillsbury Mills of Minneapolis presents with pride Grand Central Station's traditional Christmas play, a drama you will long remember. After the train from Albany pulled in, no one, not a single person, actually saw the young man with soft brown hair and soft brown eyes come through the gate. Still unseen, he walks the length of the great waiting room, now strangely tranquil as travel ebbs on Christmas Eve. Quietly, he goes out the door, down the street, and then up the broad marble stairs of the hospital. When the girl at the switchboard turns to him...
What can I do for you, sir?
Without saying a word, he gives her a card. She's startled by the name on it and instantly announces him to the hospital superintendent.
Dr. Mason is here to see you.
Mason? Dr. Mason who applied for an internship?
Yes, Dr. Garrett, it is Dr. Mason from Albany.
But that's impossible.
Shall I ask him about the telegram?
No, I'll do it. Send him in, please.
Yes, sir. Dr. Garrett will see you, sir. First door to the left.
Dr. Garrett. Dr. Mason? You are Dr. Mason?
I'm sorry that I was delayed, Dr. Garrett.
But just 10 minutes ago,
Yes. 10 minutes ago, you received a telegram.
Why, that's right.
I know.
From your mother.
I know.
But, man, Why, look at it. It says that you...
That I was killed. Do you mind if I tear up that telegram, Dr. Garrett?
Well, I don't understand. I was so unnerved by that wire. I'd counted so much on your being here tonight. Christmas Eve. A night always busy with calls.
You are short of interns.
Oh, yes. Mason, these are the slums. Walk through block after block and you won't see a doctor shingle. Not one. The people here are too poor. They know only one healer. The intern and his ambulance.
And tonight, night of mercy and goodwill, they would have cried out in vain.
Well, now that you've come, I won't have to say to the suffering, wait. Wait. There's only one ambulance tonight, and that's out on a call. Wait and suffer. I have no one to send to you because Dr. Mason was killed. It's good that you're here, Mason. It's good.
It's good to be here, Dr. Garrett.
Well, you better get started. Take this slip down to the storeroom, see that they give you a warm sheepskin coat.
Thank you.
And a pair of mittens. From there, you go to the ambulance room. I'll have your driver waiting for you. His name is Mac.
My name is Mac. The chief says I drive your crate tonight.
Crate?
Crate, jalopy, sick buggy, ambulance, take your pick.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You green interns, you're all the same. The first time you spy an ambulance, your eyes pop wide, like you've seen a heavenly chariot or something. Not me. I've been driving this old baby for 8 rotten years.
An ambulance, Mac, is a sacred thing. It is a chariot of mercy.
Uh-oh, 2 bells, that says. Come on, Mason, that's your first call.
234 South Street. 234 South Street. 234 South Street.
Look, pal, help me out by watching out for cars cutting in at the cross streets. We don't stop for no red lights. Look, Doc, what did I tell you? Watch it or we'll both be killed. Holy cow, you new interns. You're all alike. You're always dreaming. You put on a white coat and pants and your head goes up in the clouds.
Why are you so bitter, Mac?
Why shouldn't I be bitter? If it wasn't for you, I'd be home with the wife right now.
You truly believe that only because of me...
Yeah. If you hadn't showed up, this ambulance would be parked in the garage, for crying out loud. I would have had the night off like on a decent job.
To you, driving an ambulance is just a job like any other?
Yeah, nothing but. Boy, will I be glad when the shift is over.
But, Mac, this is Christmas Eve.
You're telling me?
This is one night at least you could forget that driving an ambulance is a job. This one night you could look upon it as an errand of mercy.
An errand of mercy? You know where we're going?
To help someone afflicted.
Afflicted? Afflicted with alcohol, you mean? I'll give you 2 to 1 and we're making a stew call.
Stew call?
Yeah, Mason. We're risking our necks tearing through traffic to give some drunk a whiff of smelling salts.
Any man who cries out for help, whether he be brimful of drink or empty of blood, his call shall be answered.
Yes, says you.
Okay.
Come on, Mason, make a snap. We ain't got all night.
Get up, you got a chance here. Let him get up.
What did I tell you? No good drunk. Here's your bag, Doc.
Thank you, Mac. I won't need it.
But he's out cold, Mason. Come on, give him a whiff of the stuff quick and we blow.
Quiet, Mac. Come now. Open your eyes, sir.
He calls the drunk, sir. Look, Mason, here's the spirit of ammonia. Hold it under his nose, will you? That always wakes him up.
Quiet, Mac. Come, sir. Open your eyes.
That's right, Mason. You just talk pretty to him and he'll open his arms.
Where am I? Why is everybody laughing? What's the matter?
Nothing. Just put your arm around my shoulder. That's it. Now, let me help you to stand up straight. There. Now, you feel better?
Why, suddenly, I feel all right. I feel fine. my head is so clear.
Of course. All you needed was to stand on your own 2 feet. To be strong. Be of good cheer.
Gosh, Doc, that's sure wonderful medicine you give me.
Medicine? What kind of gag you pulling? He didn't give you no medicine. There was nothing the matter with you. You toss off a beer and you lay down in the street like you're out calling. We waste an ambulance on you. I got a mind to take a poke at
That'll
you.
be enough, Mac. Tell me, sir, what is your name?
Well, if it's all the same to you...
Come on. Give me a name. He's got to make out his report.
Pete Lanton, Doctor.
Peter, you won't lose faith again. You will stand up, self-reliant, and you will face life courageously and with new hope.
Come on, Mason. We ain't got all night. Let's get going.
Doc.
Yes, Peter?
A Merry Christmas to you, Doc.
Thank you, sir.
Christmas Eve 1949, Grand Central Station, Miracle at Christmas. Will continue in just about a minute here on Christmas on the Radio. Brought to you in part by Medishare.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for healthcare. And here's why. Not only is it open enrollment for a lot of people, it's also a time you can join Medishare and save even more than usual. And it's true, the typical family switching to Medishare saves $500 or more a month, which is obviously huge for a lot of people. But what's more, they like it. Medishare has double the customer satisfaction rate compared to health insurance. Double. There are 400,000 members. They've shared over $4 billion in medical bills, and it really is a great community, too. People encourage and pray for each other. And here's the thing. If you join Medishare Complete right now, they'll waive your new member fees, and you'll save an additional 10% off all of 2023. That's right. No fee to join, 10% off every month of next year, but it's a very limited time offer. You have to sign up before December 31st. Great savings, great health care. Find out more. Call now. 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
Christmas on the Radio continues now with more of Miracle for Christmas, an episode of Grand Central Station, December 24th, 1949.
Dr. Mason! Dr. Mason, I'd like to speak to you.
Yes?
Mason, Mac tells me you didn't even open your bag on your first call.
No, it wasn't necessary.
Well, now, don't misunderstand me, Mason. I can't begin to tell you how thankful I am that you're with us this evening, but...
But from now on, I'm not to use suggestion.
Or whatever it was you did use. Please follow standard materia medica in treating your cases. You're not offended.
Of course not.
Oh, that's fine, Dr. Mason. That's your call again.
Third floor. 19 Water Street, third floor. 19 Water Street, third floor.
Well, Mac, you seem to be good at guessing. You were right the last time. What sort of call is this one going to be?
It's no guessing, it's experience. This time it's no drunk.
Oh, what do you think it is?
A birth, or maybe a debt.
Christmas Eve. And someone is to live or die. It is better that one should live on Christmas Eve. Mac, let it be a birth we're going to.
It's no difference to me, Doc, a birth or a debt. I just drive.
How long have you been doing it, Mac?
Like I told you, 8 rotten years, that's how long.
What you call 8 rotten years were truly 8 glorious years, filled with service to your fellow men.
Cut the chatter, Mason, this is it. Number 19 is the red brick house upstairs. Come on, make a snappy, it's 3rd floor rear.
Doctor, here! Up here!
Keep your shirt on, we're coming.
Even if you hurry. Doctor.
Tears on Christmas Eve, young man.
I'm afraid you're too too late.
You thought it'd be a plenty of wrong, Mason. It sure looks
Wait,
like...
Mac. Don't say it. Now. Perhaps we're not too late. Tell me, how is the mother?
She's all right. But our baby...
Yes, your baby.
Crippled. Terribly crippled. We prayed for our child to be born on Christmas Eve. We thought we'd be so happy tonight.
Come now, come. No tears. Not on Christmas Eve. I'll have a look at the infant. Wait here, both.
Make it snappy, Mason. Doc Garrett's always nervous when all the ambulances are out. It's only 9 o'clock. Hey, what's the idea of bringing the kid out here?
Oh, let me hold him, Doctor, please.
Of course. There you are. Ah, the child knows his father.
Yes, he knows me. He knows me. But he'll hate me when he's old enough to realize it. Doctor.
Yes?
His arms. His arms.
What about the kid's arms?
They're straight. Straight as arrows.
So what?
But before they were terribly twisted. Both his arms were terribly crippled.
You can see for yourself the child is normal.
But I tell you, before, when I looked at... I swear they were twisted. And now...
You were under great tension. Perhaps your imagination...
Yes. Oh, my little son. Aren't his tiny fingers so tiny?
And now go in and tell your wife truthfully that her baby is normal in every way. Show her.
Yes. Yes.
You both look forward to a happy Christmas Eve. It is. Remember, tears are not for Christmas Eve.
Hey. Come on, Mason. Forget all that good fairy stuff. This fella's hopped up enough as is. Let's go.
Yes, Mac.
Oh, Doctor.
Yes?
Merry Christmas, Doctor.
Thank you. A Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Mason! Dr. Mason!
Yes, Dr. Garrett, you've been looking for me?
Yes, sir.
471
Oh,
Street.
only one bell. Go on, Dr. Garrett.
Well, I must speak to you, Mason, about the telegram.
Yes?
The telegram which said that Dr. Mason was killed. The one you said was a mistake.
Did I, Dr. Garrett?
I've just spoken to the sender of that telegram. I have just finished talking to Dr. Mason's mother on the long-distance telephone.
That's my call. I'm sorry, I must go, Dr.
Now, wait, man, wait. I want to talk to you. Listen to me, please. Dr. Mason was killed. Do you hear? 3 hours before you walked into my office, he was killed while driving to the Albany Railroad Station. And his mother saw him die.
Well, Mac, what is this call going to be? A birth or a death?
I don't know, Mason, but I don't like this one. There's something about this call that give me a funny chill all of a sudden.
Because it's in your neighborhood?
What do you think this call is going to be?
Because it is your wife.
Ellie!
Is this job a rotten job, Mac? Now that you can rush a doctor to her side? Is this ambulance still a crate? Now that it's speeding to answer your own wife's cry of pain?
Stop that kind of talk, will you? You're trying to make me think something's happened, Ellie. I ain't afraid. So I'll say it again. Yeah, driving this crate is still a job, and a bum one at that.
And the 8 years?
Rotten years, wasted years. Could have had my own garage and repair business. I'd be in the chips today instead of...
Yes, you would have made more money.
Instead of risking my neck driving all night, twisting in and out of help pillars, skidding on slippery car tracks.
Why, Mac? Why did you do it?
How many times I gotta tell you that nothing in this whole cockeyed world could have kept me sitting back of this wheel, except my wife. If it wasn't for earlier...
What's the matter, Mac?
Nothing, I guess. That house we just passed, that was ours. And, the lights are on.
Is that unusual?
No. It just means Ellie ain't home. She's probably going down to the corners for it, the drugstore. Yeah, Ellie walks the dog there every night about this time. And...
Yes, Mac?
The call we're going to is that drugstore.
Yes, Mac.
Mason, you got a hunch what it is. Tell me what it is.
It is not a birth, Mac.
Let me through! Let me through again! Ellie! Ellie! It's Ellie! Mason, do something! You gotta do something! Please! Please!
We will take her to the hospital, Mac. Come, let's get ready. The next call will be ours.
812 East River Road.
Yes, you heard. The other ambulance just went out.
Are you crazy? My wife is upstairs in the operating room, and you expect me to leave the hospital to go out and drive?
There are people who need us, Mac. Our work tonight is not yet finished.
But Ellie needs me. What do I care about other people?
There are people, Mac, who will cry out for help. As your wife did. We will answer.
Not me. I ain't moving.
It is Christmas Eve, Mac.
Christmas Eve. What a Christmas present I got.
64 West Street.
It's our turn, Mac.
64 West Street.
All right, Mason. But this is my last trip for the night. No, not for the night. Forever. I'm through, do you hear? All washed up. For good.
I'm terribly sorry, Mac. We did the best that we could.
Dying. Ellie's dying. And
She asked for you, Mac. Just once. It was while you were out on that West Street call. Then she lapsed into coma.
Ellie? Isn't there a chance, Doc Garrett?
I doubt it.
While I'm out with the crepe, my wife calls for me, and now she's unconscious. Think of others, he said, because it's Christmas Eve. What do you got to say now, Mason? You took me from her. You made me go out and drive that rotten ambulance while she...
You went to help others, to bring aid to the suffering.
A lot of consolation, that is.
I hope you recognize who that driver Mac is. December 24th, 1949, 73 years ago, Grand Central Station. We'll continue in a moment on Christmas on the Radio.
Christmas on the Radio continues, now with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Before the break, I asked you if you recognize the voice of the driver, Mac, and you should know who that is. You've seen him on Lou Grant. Yep, that's Mason Adams, and he does a wonderful job as Mac. Grand Central Station, Miracle for Christmas, 73 years ago, December 24th, 1949.
Remember how the old woman blessed you. With tears in her eyes.
Oh, I can't think of nothing but Ellie's going. You with your big ideas and your fine speeches. What do you know about sorrow and suffering?
All that there is to know, my son.
Just now when you said that for For a second, you got old. You look more than 1,000 years old. God, I must be seeing things on account Ellie is leaving me, and I'm crazy with grief and sorrow.
Grief and sorrow for you. Yet how much you did to relieve others of that pain.
It's funny, Mason, but...
Yes, Mac?
What? When you said those words, I thought of my 8 years. The 8 rotten years. And they didn't seem so bad. Not anymore. Now I kind of like them.
Sorrow worketh repentance. You should, Mac. You should glory in them. 8 years of bringing a healer to the suffering. 8 years of rushing the torn and the smashed to the hands of the mender.
Yeah, your words, they just take the pain right out of me. They just draw it out.
Now that your work for this night is finished, Mac, I will walk home with you.
Go home? While Elliot...
Yes.
Okay, if you say so, Mason. But for the life of me, I don't know why I'd take your word. What a break. What a rotten break I got on Christmas Eve.
You love her a great deal, don't you?
Yeah.
Soon, it will be midnight.
A Merry Christmas.
How did she greet you each night when you returned from your driving?
How did Ellie greet... Why do you ask that, Mason?
Tell me, Mac. I want you to say it.
Well, she...
Tell me.
She's like a happy, anxious kid. She'd go out and put on a porch light. Didn't matter even if the weather was terrible. I used to bawl her out for it. Tell her she'd catch pneumonia. But she'd always put on a porch light and stand outside there, waiting
for her shining knight returning from his errands of mercy.
As soon as she'd see me come around the next corner, she'd call to me.
And now, will you continue your driving?
Yeah, I'm sticking to it, Mason. Even though Ellie won't be around, I'm sticking.
This is your corner.
Yeah.
Look to your house, my son.
The light? A porch light, it's on. Mason! Your eyes! Mason! Mason! Where are you?
Look to your house, my son.
No! It can't be!
Mark! Mark!
It's Ellie! Ellie, darling, it is you! Thank God! Thank God! And forgive me. I did not know who you were.
You have just heard the 6th annual Pillsbury presentation of Grand Central Station's traditional Christmas drama.
December 24th, 1949, 73 years ago, Miracle for Christmas, an episode of Grand Central Station, here on Christmas on the Radio.
And here's the cinnamon bear.
The oldest known children's Christmas cereal in radio history, the Cinnamon Bear, featuring some of the most popular actors in radio history, including Elliot Lewis, Joseph Kearns, Verna Felton, Lou Merrill, Frank Nelson, Howard McNear, and child actress Barbara Jean Wong. 85 years later, this series of Judy and Jimmy traveling to Maybeland to recover their silver stars still fascinates youngsters of all ages. Now we're offering the entire 26-episode series of The Cinnamon Bear via download for a Buy Me a Coffee donation of $10 or more at classicradio.stream. Support Classic Radio Theater and have The Cinnamon Bear for your family to enjoy for years to come. Go to classicradio.stream and donate $10 or more, and I'll send you a link for immediate download. classicradio.stream. Another show that goes back to the roots of Christmas on the radio some 23 years ago is Lum-and-Abner. The old boys from Pine Ridge, Arkansas, which really didn't exist. It was a town in Arkansas based on a lot of their things. And the town of Waters became Pine Ridge. They named it after the show. So there you go. May not have known that. They still have a Lum-and-Abner Museum in modern-day Pine Ridge, Arkansas, and they do have a Jot 'em Down store there. Let's go back to December 24th, 1942, and listen to their very special Christmas show from Lum-and-Abner.
Merry Christmas, everyone. From Lum-and-Abner and their sponsors, the Miles Laboratories, makers of Alka-Seltzer and One-A-Day brand vitamin tablets. At this time, we'd like to pause here for a moment to thank each and every one of you listeners for your many expressions of friendship and loyalty, for your purchases of Alka-Seltzer and One-A-Day vitamins, and for your many letters telling us how much you enjoy these regular visits down in Pine Ridge. In turn, to show their appreciation to you, Lum-and-Abner have tried especially hard to add their bit to your day's pleasures by giving you a few moments of good, wholesome humor and homespun philosophy. It's our hope, then, that you'll continue to listen and to enjoy. For our part, we'll try our best to make you glad you came. Well, it's Christmas Eve in Pine Ridge now. As one glances down its quaint, darkened streets, lined with snow-covered homes, lights twinkle forth from shuttered windows as on Christmas times gone by. And within these homes, the spirit of Christmas shines brighter than ever as these simple American folks sing peace on earth, goodwill to men. Inside the Jot 'em Down store on this Christmas Eve, we find Lum-and-Abner winding up a very busy day. Listen.
Well, there you are, Newt. Will there be anything else now?
No. I reckon that's about all. Couldn't carry no more, no ways.
No, not unless you got about 3 or 4 more arms.
How much does that come to, Lum?
Let's see here. $6.90.
Fair enough. There you are. 5, 6.50, 75, 85, 90. There you are.
Yeah. Much obliged to you, Newt.
You're welcome.
Say, here's an extra bag of candy for the young'un.
Well, much obliged to you. That's mighty thoughtful of you, Lum.
Oh, not at all. Say hello to the missus, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Thanks, and the same to you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Newt.
Oh, me granny's I'm wore to a frazzle.
Doggies me, too. Reckon it'll be all right, Lum, if I come down early in the morning and finish putting up these orders.
Yeah, they mostly groceries, ain't they?
Yeah.
Well, the folks won't be needing that stuff till tomorrow, no ways. I'll come down and help you in the morning.
Well, good.
Better get the phone there. It's our ring, I believe.
Oh, doggies, I hope it ain't another big order stuff. Hello, Jot 'em Down store and library. Abner Peabody doing the talking. Merry Christmas. Oh, well, we've been busy, Elizabeth. All right, I'll start home right away. Just as quick as we straighten things up a little bit around here. Yeah, well, I'll hurry. Well, honest, I will. All right, honey. Goodbye. Oh, did I believe my woman's mad at me? I ought to have been home an hour ago to decorate the tree.
Oh, well, I reckon we may as well close up anyway. It's getting late, and besides, we're mighty nigh sold out of everything.
Yes, sir, they come near cleaning us out today, you know what?
Well, sir, I'll say one thing about the folks. In spite of the rationing and the dim-outs and everything, everybody's doing all they can to keep up the Christmas spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Now, sir, I like to see that, too, Abner, because that's the kind of a spirit we need in times like these.
Yeah, we sure do. I doggy, just look at that toy counter there. Ain't but about a couple of things. Wait a minute. Look there, Lum.
Huh?
Ain't that an electric train in that box there?
Why, sure.
Well, I thought we sold that.
Well, we sold one. We had two in stock this year.
Well, I never knowed that.
Oh, yeah, sold the other one to Walt Bates.
Walt Bates? Why, his young'uns is way under too young for something like that, ain't they?
Of course they are, but just twixt me and you, I think Walt got it mainly for himself.
For the land's sake. Growed-up man like him, he ought to be ashamed of himself.
You're more likely to have it broke before the young'uns ever get a chance to play with it. What he sees in a electric train, I'll never know.
Me neither. I don't even know how the silly things work.
You don't?
No.
Well, ain't much to it. Just put the tracks together and plug the cord in a socket somewhere. You know, it might not be a bad idea to look this one over, Abner, just to see that it's in good condition.
You ought to find out if it'll run, I reckon.
I hate to sell merchandise that's undefected.
Oh, me too. Disappoint somebody.
Yeah, set the box down here on the floor once. Let's glance at it here.
Yeah. Let's see, whereabouts a good place to set this up now. Out right here, all right, Lum?
Yeah, that's good. Just any place will do.
Yeah, put it right.
Open it up. That's the stuff.
Is there any directions with it?
I don't know. Won't need 'em, I don't think. You see, now, first we got to put the tracks together. You see these little wire things sticking
wait
out
a minute,
here?
that's our ring. Must be Elizabeth. You answer it, Lum.
Well, all right. You get to work on the tracks.
Yeah, tell her that I just left.
Yeah.
See now how these things
Jot 'em
go.
down, Store. Merry Christmas. Mom? Oh, yeah, he's just getting ready to leave for home now, Elizabeth.
Them two together, right back.
Yes, Mom. I'll tell him to hurry.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. Goodbye. I believe you'd better get right home, Abner. Elizabeth says all the relays are waiting for you.
Yeah, well, I'm going right away. Am I doing this all right, Lum?
No, you're supposed to make a kind of a circle out of them.
Huh?
You got them tracks running every which way.
Oh.
Here, let me show you.
Yeah, well, maybe you better do that. I'll tell you, I'll set up this depot here, and I'll put this tunnel up. I'm more of a tunnel man, I believe.
Better follow the directions on them. I don't want you to get that all mixed up, too. Look here, you got some of this track upside downwards, even.
Well, for the
See,
land's sake.
Train's got to run on them little tracks.
What's wrong with me? I never noticed that.
You ain't a railroad man.
Mixed up here. I'll watch this. Doggone, if a young'un puts these things together, I ought to be able to do it. Oh, say, Lum, here's a letter that dropped out of your pocket when you bent down there just a minute ago.
Huh?
Ain't that yours?
Oh, yeah. It's come today. It's from an aunt of mine up in Wisconsin. You recollect her.
Aunt Minnie?
Aunt Minnie.
Yeah, she's the one that always called you her favorite nephew.
Yeah, that's the one.
Well.
Hand me that piece of track next to you there.
Oh, listen here. Yeah.
She sent me some money and told me to buy myself a nice Christmas present with it.
She did?
Yeah, that's kind of aunt to have, ain't it?
Well, bless her heart. Bless her little heart.
Well, here's a piece of double track.
Huh?
Must be a switching place or something.
Oh. Now, what you going to buy yourself with the money, Lum?
Oh, I don't know. Hadn't thought much about it. Can't think of nothing I want, hardly. There's more track here than I figured there was.
It's a big outfit.
We might have to run this clean around the pickle barrel.
Doggy, that'll be a good place for the tunnel right there. Believe I'll put it over right now.
Yeah. Hey, Abner, speaking about Christmas presents, I ain't got around to buying nothing for you yet.
Oh, well, I don't want nothing, Lum.
Well, I want to get you something, though. What would you like?
Blow me, I don't know what I'd like. Just forget it this year.
No, I ain't going to forget it. You get the phone this time, Abner.
Well, I can't leave right now, Lum. This depot will fall apart if I do.
Well, I can't leave neither. I'm right in the middle of something here.
Yeah, more than likely just Elizabeth anyway, and I can't go right now.
Yeah, more than likely. Well, evening, Miss Clayton.
Evening, Lum.
Abner, get up and wait on Miss Clayton.
I can't get up. You wait on her, Lum. You're closer than I am.
Yeah, but what I'm doing is more important. Just look around the store, Miss Clayton. Take your time deciding what you want.
Well, I know what I want. Some of these cranberries here, about 2 pounds.
Yeah, well, look them over and see what kind you want. Hand me that screwdriver, Lum.
Yeah.
You've just got one kind here. Leastwise, that's all I can see.
Uh-huh. How's this looking, Lum?
You got the depot kind of crooked there, ain't you, Abner?
Are you fellers going to sell me some cranberries, or ain't you?
Just help yourself there, Miss Clayton. Take what you want.
But there ain't no sacks here.
Uh-huh. Does that look better, Lum?
Yeah. Just leave your money on the counter, Miss Clayton.
Well, I bound you Mr. Huddleston can find time to wait on a customer.
There, that takes care of the tracks. Get out the cars and the engine now.
Yeah, I'm dying to see that.
Anything else you want, Miss Clayton? Well, for goodness sake. She's gone.
Huh?
Reckon what made her run off and leave that way?
I don't know. You never can tell about women, folks. Don't be Lum. Looky here. There's a regular little baggage car. Look at that.
Why, sure. They always have them.
Ain't that cute?
Here, hand all the cars to me, and I'll hook them up.
Well, I ought to have some of the cars, aren't I?
No, I know more about this. Besides, you got to take this cord and plug it into the light socket. That's one of the most important jobs there is, right there.
It is. All right, Dogies, give me that cord. Hand it here. I'll fix it up.
Well, howdy.
Well, howdy, Grandpap. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Is this socket all right here, Lum?
Yeah, that's fine, Abner. You fellers got any Christmas tree decorations left? No, sir, don't believe we have, Grandpap. We ain't got none, have we, Abner?
Yeah, we got a few left. There's some tinsel stuff over there.
Whereabouts is it at? My specs is all steamed up. I can't hardly see nothing, hardly.
Why, it's in a box just south of the depot there, Grandpap.
South of the depot?
Yeah. All right, Lum, I'm all set here with the switch now. You want me to turn it on?
Not yet. I got to fix something here first. Did you say the depot, Abner?
Yes, that's what I said.
Well, I ain't got time to go clean to the county seat after decorations. I want 'em tonight. This is Christmas Eve.
I never said you had to go to the county seat.
Yes, you did. You said depot. I heard what you said.
Well, the depot is right here.
Right here?
Yes, sir.
Listen, Abner Peabody, I've lived around these parts too many years for you to tell me where the depot's at. A little dried-up varmint like you.
Now, don't start no fussing around here, Grandpap. I meant the decorations is right over in that box, right over there.
Abner, don't let him walk there. He's liable to ruin everything.
Wait a minute, Grandpap. We ain't got no decorations after all. You better go over to Dick Huddleston's store, I believe.
Yes, sir. You bet your life I'm going over there, and I ain't never going to come in here again, neither. If I live to be 190-year-old, I ain't never going to set a foot inside this...
Merry Christmas, Grandpap.
Merry Christmas. This concern store as long as I live. I hate and despise it.
You got it fixed yet, Lum?
Yeah, I believe so.
Doggy, that Grandpap sure gets himself upset over nothing at all.
Don't he?
Mad enough to buy it.
Yeah, all right now, Abner, watch this. I think this is the right button to press. Here we go.
Oh, look at that. Doggy, look at her go. Good for the train. Look at it go there.
Cutest thing I ever seen. Yeah, and look here, I can make it go faster or slower, too. See a switch?
Well, I do know what they won't think of. Here, let me do that one.
No, now you're allowed to break it.
Oh, I won't. Let me do it just once.
No. I'd better be the engineer. I'm more experienced.
I'm just as experienced as you are now, Lum. Let me work that one time.
Wonderful world and Merry Christmas.
Oh, well, Merry Christmas, Cedric. We're busy now, Cedric.
Yes, Mom. I just come in to buy Papa a present. You fellers got any suggestions?
No, we ain't, Cedric. What did you give him last year?
Oh, let's see. Last year, I gave him 2 packages of BBs for my BB gun.
Well, that was nice. Come on now, Lum. Let me run it one time.
Oh, boy, is this an electric train?
Uh-huh.
Boy, that's it right there. That's what I'm going to buy my Papa. Wrap it up for me. I'll take it.
Wrap it up? Well, you don't want to buy this, Cedric.
Of course not, Cedric. This ain't a very good one, I don't think.
Oh, no, it's no good at all,
I
Cedric.
don't care. I want it anyways. Wrap it up.
Well, now, wait a minute, Cedric. Get away from that now. That's done sold. That's what, yes, it's done been sold.
Oh, who bought it?
Oh, some feller.
Oh, shucks. Who was it?
I don't know. He was in an awful hurry.
Oh, what did he look like?
Cedric, I don't know. I couldn't tell. Let me play at that now, Lum.
Well, why couldn't you? The lights was on, wasn't they?
Yeah, I couldn't see his face, Cedric. He had a mask on, I think.
A mask?
Yeah.
What was it, the Lone Ranger, was it?
Might have been, I don't know.
Oh, goody. Which way did he go?
South, I believe it was.
South. Oh,
yeah.
Boy, I've always wanted to get a look at the Lone Ranger. I'll see you fellers later. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Cedric. Now, Lum, let me run the train. Now, you've been doing it for a half hour now.
It ain't been that long.
It has done it.
Besides, I'm just trying to check everything to see it's in good working condition.
Well, I'll check it for you.
Wait a minute. There went the phone again.
Oh, my.
More likely Elizabeth. Now, you better get on home before you get into trouble.
Well, are you going home, too?
Well, not right away. I'll straighten things up around here first.
All right, doggies, I'm going to stay, too, then.
No, now it's Christmas Eve, Abner, and your folks are waiting for you to decorate that tree.
Lum, do you still want to get me a Christmas present?
Well, sure I do. Natural.
Well, I've just decided what I want. That electric train, that's what I want you to get me.
Oh, Grannies, that's a shame, Abner. It's just been sold.
Sold? Why, I was just fooling Cedric when I said that.
I know, but it's actually been sold.
Who bought it?
Oh, a lady.
What lady?
A lady that lives up in Wisconsin. She just now bought it for her favorite nephew.
Well, it looks as though Lum is going to have a very Merry Christmas this year, doesn't it? And folks, may this be a very Merry Christmas for you. May the spirit of Christmas and the hope it brings for peace and goodwill among men remain with you always. May the years which lay ahead be good to you and yours. This is the Christmas wish for you from Lum-and-Abner, their sponsors, the Miles Laboratories, makers of Alka-Seltzer and one-a-day brand vitamin tablets, and from your announcer, Lou Crosby.
Yeah, 80 years ago, very start, 1 year in of World War II. Lum-and-Abner still kept things bright, didn't they? December 24th, 1942, Lum-and-Abner. You're on Christmas on the Radio. We have a webpage, classicradio.stream. Hope you'll come pay us a visit. I'm Wyatt Cox. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Christmas. Thank this station. Support their advertisers, would you please? On many stations, we have another hour straight ahead. If you leave us at this time, please accept my warmest wishes for a very Merry Christmas and happy and prosperous 2023.